She was just a barista, pouring coffee with a smile, unnoticed by the world, until Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson saw her true colors in a moment of crisis. Who was this woman? And why did her story bring everyone to tears? Stick around to find out. This tale will change how you see the people around you. It's a crisp morning in Los Angeles, and Sunrise Brew, a cozy coffee shop tucked on a bustling street corner, hums with life. The neon sign flickers slightly, the espresso machine hisses, and the air smells of freshly ground beans. Behind the counter stands Lena Carter, 32, a barista with boundless energy. Her red apron is slightly stained, her dark hair pulled into a messy bun, and her smile lights up the room. Lana knows every regular by name, cracks jokes with the morning rush, and remembers orders down to the smallest detail. No foam, extra shot, oat milk on the side. To the customers, she's the heart of the shop, but nothing more. Just the coffee girl. Lena's routine is clockwork. She opens the shop at dawn, wipes down the counter, and starts the brew. Customers come and go, some barking orders, others barely muttering a thanks. But Lena's smile never wavers. She hands out lattes, tosses in a free cookie for a kid, and keeps the place alive. Nobody asks about her life. Nobody wonders who she is beyond the apron. It's a quiet Tuesday afternoon, and the shop is in a lull. The door chimes, and in steps Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's on a break from a film shoot nearby, dressed in a black t-shirt and sunglasses, his presence commanding yet warm. A few customers glance up, whispering, "Is that him?" Lena, unfazed, flashes her usual grin from behind the counter. "Welcome to Sunrise Brew. What can I get you?" she asks, her voice bright. Dwayne orders a black coffee, simple, no fuss. As Lena whips it up, he watches her. There's something about her, maybe the way she moves with purpose, or how she makes a grumpy customer laugh with a quick quip. This woman's got something special, Dwayne thinks, sipping his coffee. The lunch rush hits, and the shop fills up. The line snakes out the door, and Lena juggles orders like a pro. Then chaos strikes. An older man, a regular named Mr. Thompson, clutches his chest and collapses near the pastry case. Gasps ripple through the crowd. Someone yells, "Call 911!" But panic freezes everyone. Everyone, that is, except Lena. She vaults over the counter, dropping to her knees beside the man. With calm precision, she checks his pulse, tilts his head back, and starts CPR. Her hands move in a steady rhythm, her voice low but firm as she counts compressions. "Stay with me, Mr. Thompson," she says, her eyes locked on him. The customers watch, stunned, as Lena keeps going, unflinching, until the man gasps for air. Paramedics burst in minutes later, taking over, but Lena's already stabilized him. The shop erupts in applause, some wiping tears, others hugging her. Lena, breathless, just says, "He'll be okay," and heads back to the counter, wiping her hands on her apron. Dwayne, standing by the door, sees it all. That wasn't just quick thinking, that was training, leadership, the kind of calm you only get from experience. As Lena returns to pouring coffee, he notices a small detail. A worn leather bracelet on her wrist, etched with the word hope. It's subtle, but it sticks with him. The shop quiets down and Dwayne lingers, sipping a second coffee. He leans on the counter, his grin disarming. "Lena, that was unreal back there," he says. "Where'd you learn to do that?" Lena's smile falters for a split second, her fingers brushing the bracelet. "Old job," she says, shrugging, and turns to clean the espresso machine. Dwayne doesn't let it go. "Come on, that wasn't just some first aid class and that bracelet. What's the story?" Lena hesitates, her eyes flickering with something. Memories, maybe. "Just a keepsake," she says softly, then changes the subject, offering him a free muffin. Dwayne watches her through the afternoon. The way she talks to customers, like their family. The way she slips an extra pastry to a struggling mom. There's more to Lena than coffee, and he's determined to find out what. It's closing time a few days later, and Lena's alone mopping the floor. Dwayne swings by, this time intentional. He grabs a stool and cuts to the chase. All right, Lena, he says, his voice kind but firm. You're not just a barista. That CPR, that bracelet, the way you handle this place. What's your story? Lena pauses, leaning on the mop. Her guard drops just a little. Okay, she says, her voice quiet. My name's Alina Carter. 5 years ago, I lived in Compton. Rough neighborhood, rough life. I grew up like those kids, nobody expecting much. I trained as an EMT, learned CPR, saved a few lives. But that wasn't the big thing. I started a community center there. Free meals, tutoring, a safe place for kids. Orphans mostly, or ones with nothing. I was one of them once. We gave them hope. She touches her bracelet. This was a gift from one of those kids. Dwayne listens, leaning forward. What happened? He asks. Lena's eyes cloud. Funding dried up. The center closed. I moved here, started over. This job's simple, but at night, I save what I earn. Buy food, school supplies, drop them off at a church near the old center. Nobody knows it's me. Dwayne nods, his jaw set. You're a hero, Lena. Why hide it? She smiles, bittersweet. Good doesn't need a spotlight. It just needs to be done. A week later, the shop's busy again. A group of teens bursts in, laughing and loud. One of them, a girl with braids, freezes when she sees Lena. You're her, she shouts, rushing to the counter. You're the one who leaves the food at the church. The other kids join in, their eyes wide. They know Lena. She's the mystery person who's been leaving care packages for their community. They hug her, tell her how her food kept them going, how her books helped them stay in school. Lena's stunned, her cheeks flushing as she tries to downplay it. It's nothing, she says, but the kids won't hear it. Dwayne, in the shop for his usual coffee, witnesses the whole thing. He sees the light in Lena's eyes, the way the kids look at her like she's their hero. He pulls the shop owner aside and pitches an idea. Days later, he organizes a surprise, a community night at Sunrise Brew. He invites the kids from Lena's old neighborhood, their families, and even some of the old center's volunteers. Dwayne funds it himself, tables of food, live music, and a small stage. During the event, he brings Lena to the front and tells her story to the crowd. This woman that he says has been changing lives in the shadows. Tonight, we're bringing her into the light. The crowd cheers, kids rush to thank her, and Lena, overwhelmed, wipes away tears. Dwayne announces he's kickstarting a fundraiser to reopen Lena's community center. Bigger and better. The room erupts, and Lena, for the first time, feels seen. Weeks later, Lena's community center reopens. It's small but vibrant, filled with kids laughing, studying, eating. Lena still works at Sunrise Brew, still wears her red apron, but her smile's brighter now. The kids call her Hero Lena, and the neighborhood feels alive again. Dwayne stops by one last time, handing her a new leather bracelet, this one engraved with Hope Lives. You earned this, he says. Lena takes it, her voice shaky. Thank you, she whispers. The story closes with Lena behind the counter, handing a coffee to a young girl who smiles back. In the background, the community center buzzes with life. Dwayne's voiceover seals it. Real heroes don't need applause. They change the world one quiet act at a time. Lena Carter is proof of that. Have you ever met a silent hero like Lena? Someone whose kindness changed lives without anyone knowing? Share their story in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. If this tale inspired you, hit that subscribe button, like, and share to keep these stories alive. Join us next time for another epic journey with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.